Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to share with you my opinion on the USD Canadian dollar pair. Well, as you can see here on the chart, this is the Usdcad pair, which is the 4-hour chart. Well, from here, if you look at price has been making higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, and so on until this point in time where it broke lower and it broke below this structure before resuming the uptrend. So as it was moving up, guys, you can see here it came and took out this swing high, took it out at this point in time, and immediately it took out this swing high, it broke structure to the low. As you can see, at this point in time we had a high, we had a low, we had a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high that took out this previous swing high. Right, what happened thereafter? After it took out the swing high, it came back down and broke structure in the opposite direction. And what do we call that? To those of you who do supply and demand, I think you understand that once such a thing happens, this is what we call the change of character. It broke down, and this is what we call the change of character. Now, what do we have to look at once we say that the price has done a change of character? Alright, I think we have to go to another time frame, to a bigger time frame. Let's go to the daily. Right, let's go to the daily and see how price behaved. Now, once we had this change of character, look at this massive move to the downside. The volume was just huge. So when the volume is like this and there is a change of character or a break of structure, this validates this area of supply. So our area of supply was validated at this point. So once we broke down to below this level, our task now was to look back up to see how price is gonna go and reach out to this level, and how is it gonna be behaving as it is going up there. Now, how do we see the behavior of price as it is pulling back into this zone? We have to go back to a lower time frame, say the 4-hour. Let's see how the price was behaving in the 4-hour. Okay, now on the 4-hour, guys, I think you can see that on the 4-hour, what do we have? We have this swing low here. Then we have at this point we have a high, and what do we have here? Here we have got a higher low, and here we got a higher high. And what happened at this higher high? This higher high is in our D1 supply zone. So the same pattern has repeated itself again. The same pattern has repeated itself again, like what just happened here. We went up, we went up, we went up, then we had a change of character. So we come back again here, we go up, down, up, and what happened from the top? Price collapses and we got change of character. The moment we break this swing low here, this is what we call change of character. The moment we break this swing low, it is change of character, meaning to say change of character is break of structure in the opposite direction, confirming that this rejection is to say we are going down, and we are going down with this confirmation here. Now, what do you expect price to do now? We look up. Once we break structure to the low, we look up for a possible area where we can sell from. Now, this is the beautiful supply zone, which I have just marked here, meaning to say once price comes back to this zone, we can jump in with our sales. So what is my plan when the market opens? The expectation that I have for the market is that once the market opens, it might grab liquidity here, taking out this swing low. Price might go down and take out this swing low before it goes back up to our supply zone. So our supply zone is right here. This is where I'm going to be putting my pending order for sales, but not all the positions that I'm going to be opening. I'm going to be opening a few positions, a few pending orders here, because I normally like to see price making BTMM confluences or BTMM patterns at this very same area. So it's most likely, of course, we don't have control over price. It can just drop and go. It can come back up here and blow through this area. That is why we always want to have confirmations. So if price can come up here and give me a BTMM pattern, to those of you who are trading the BTMM strategy, which is the BTMM taught by Steve Mauro, we are expecting some form of a consolidation, stop hunt low, and then we continue to drop. So I am expecting a BTM pattern at this point, which is likely to be an M. If it can be an M with a divergence on the TDI, that will be super great. So that is my plan concerning the USD Canadian dollar. I'm expecting price to pull back into this supply zone and then it sells off. As to the TP, guys, it's too early to tell because it's going to be determined by how price is going to move from here going back up to the supply zone. Then I can tell where I should be taking my profits from. But if it continues to break down, there is a zone down here where price is likely to collapse into. As you can see here, guys, that there is this imbalance here which has not been filled over a very long time. Price might come to fill this imbalance if it happens that it continues to collapse. So guys, this is my thought process concerning the USD Canadian dollar. I am expecting to sell the market once the market opens and price confirms my entries. Okay guys, I remember I shared with you the Australian dollar Canadian dollar. It was on the, which day was this? I took a trade on the 5th of January. Guys, it was almost the same analysis that I did on the Usdcad is the same analysis that I did on the Usdcad. This pair continued to collapse and it's still going down. I took my entry here, just the same thing that I was explaining. This is a low, this is a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high into our supply zone. We had a break of structure to the low, which is the change of character, and then we had a supply zone remaining there. Guys, look at this entry here. This was a beautiful BTMM entry which I took from here and it continued to collapse down. I have taken partial profits here, which was at around 122 pips. Now it's still going down. It's at 142 pips. I'm expecting to take my full profits at 200 pips, where I got some form of an imbalance. Down here. So guys, I'll keep you updated on this. And guys, this is the same thing that continues to happen time and again. But otherwise, as of now, this is my thought process on the USD Canadian. I'll keep you posted. Good day and good trading.